Imagine being married for 20 years, only to walk into your barn one evening and catch your wife with your best friend. That's exactly what happened to me. But instead of exploding with anger, I planned a revenge so big it ruined them both and left me standing tall. My name's John. I'm 45. I grew up on a farm that had been in my family for generations. I inherited it from my dad, and it wasn't just land to me, it was my legacy. When I married Sarah at 25, I thought I was building a future with her that would last a lifetime. She was beautiful, charming, and everyone in our small town said we were the perfect couple. My best friend Mike had been in my life even longer. We'd grown up side by side, fixed tractors together, celebrated holidays together. He was the guy I trusted with everything. If you had asked me 5 years ago who my family outside blood was, I'd have said Mike without hesitation. But the truth is, sometimes betrayal doesn't come from strangers. It comes from the people you die for. The signs were small at first. Sarah became distant, suddenly too tired to talk in the evenings. She started leaving the farm more often, saying she was helping her sister or running errands in town. Mike, too, started avoiding me. He always had excuses for why he couldn't help out on the farm anymore. I brushed it off. I told myself I was being paranoid. But deep down, I felt that icy gut feeling. Something wasn't right. One evening, I went out to the barn earlier than usual to grab some tools. As I approached, I heard voices inside. Low whispers, then giggles. My heart pounded as I pushed the door open just an inch. And there it was. Sarah, my wife of 20 years, in the arms of Mike, my best friend. I froze. My body shook with rage, but I didn't storm in. I didn't yell. I closed the door quietly and walked back to the house. That night, I barely slept. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw them together. But instead of losing my mind, I decided something. I wasn't going to let them destroy me. I was going to destroy them. The next morning, I got to work. Step 1, proof. I installed cameras around the barn and in spots on the property where I knew they snuck off. Within a week, I had hours of footage, video clips that left no room for excuses. Sarah kissing him, Mike whispering in her ear, the two of them laughing like kids. Step 2, the legal side. The farm and business were all in my name. Sarah had no legal claim to it, and Mike owed me money. Years of borrowed cash with IOUs still sitting in my desk drawer. Step 3, the reveal. We planned a barbecue at the farm one Saturday. Family, neighbors, friends. Sarah acted sweet as pie, setting up tables, chatting with everyone, pretending to be the loyal wife. Mike showed up grinning, patting me on the back like nothing was wrong. The hypocrisy made my blood boil, but I smiled and played along. When everyone had eaten, I tapped my glass. Before dessert, I've got something to show you all. The projector lit up the side of the barn. One by one, the videos played. Sarah and Mike tangled up in the very barn we were standing next to. The crowd gasped. Sarah's face drained of color. Mike looked like a trapped animal. Sarah's mother covered her mouth, whispering, "Oh my God." Neighbors shook their heads in disgust. Mike's wife, who was there too, broke down crying. I turned to the crowd and said calmly, "This is what betrayal looks like. My wife of 20 years and my so-called best friend." Then I looked Sarah dead in the eye. "You threw away 20 years for this. Pack your bags. You're done here." And to Mike, "You were like a brother. Now you're nothing. You owe me money, and I'll be collecting every dime in court." The fallout was nuclear. I filed for divorce the next day, and thanks to the proof, Sarah walked away with nothing. Mike's wife divorced him too, took half his assets, and his reputation in town was destroyed. He couldn't even walk into a grocery store without whispers following him. As for me, I kept the farm, my peace, and my pride. Now when I walk through that barn, I don't think of betrayal anymore. I think of how I turned the tables on the two people who thought they could break me. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is letting the truth burn your enemies down while you stand tall in the ashes. If you like the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.